Meghan Markle is not pleased. That much is clear. But then again, when it comes to Prince Harry, displeasure seems to arrive in waves rather than moments. The latest revelations, details from a time long before their lives intertwined, have stirred something deeper than simple irritation. It's not just about what happened, it's about when it has resurfaced. Timing, as always, has a way of turning old stories into fresh complications. And for a couple constantly navigating public scrutiny, even distant echoes can feel uncomfortably close. The past has a peculiar habit of refusing to stay buried. What might once have been dismissed as youthful missteps now carries a different weight, not because the actions themselves are new, but because the context has changed. Harry today presents himself as a man reshaped by responsibility, a husband, a father, someone who has moved beyond the recklessness of earlier years. Yet, when fragments of that earlier version reappear, they don't just challenge perception, they complicate the narrative he has worked to build. And in that tension, discomfort begins to grow. For Meghan, the issue seems less about the details and more about what they represent. Public image is fragile, especially when it has been carefully reconstructed over time. Every resurfaced message, every retold story chips away at the version of reality they've tried to present. It's not simply embarrassment, it's the disruption of control. In a world where perception often outweighs truth, even something minor can ripple outward, reshaping how people see them. And once perception shifts, regaining that ground is never easy. Moments like these rarely exist in isolation. They tend to expose underlying tensions rather than create them outright. A difference in perspective here, a disagreement there, small fractures that, under pressure, begin to widen. Harry may view the past as irrelevant, a closed chapter. Meghan, however, appears to see it differently, weighing not just what it was, but what it now means. Between them lies that familiar divide, one looking backward with dismissal, the other forward with concern. And so, the story continues, not as a single event, but as part of a larger, ongoing narrative. Reinvention is never a one-time act. It demands constant maintenance. For Harry and Meghan, every headline, every resurfaced detail becomes another test of that reinvention. Whether they move past it or allow it to linger will shape what comes next. Because in the end, it's not just about who they were, or even who they are, it's about who they are trying, persistently, to be.